GDP numbers out this morning are expected to show anemic growth, the likes of which haven't been seen since the early 1990s when Informer was in the chats. Sussan Lee might have an idea of what I'm talking about here. It's prompted John Howard to launch a salvo at Jim Chalmers, accusing the Treasurer of panicking ahead of the numbers. Joining us live now is Sussan Lee, the Deputy Opposition Leader. Yeah, what I'm saying is it's been a while since it was this bad. You remember Informer, don't you? Because our political reporter doesn't seem to know what I'm talking about.
Well, good morning, Pete. John Howard knows exactly what he's talking about. Unfortunately, the Treasurer doesn't.
You don't know Informer? I've got to clear this up, Sussan Lee. You don't know Informer?
I just can't quite catch what you're saying there, Pete. My apologies.
Okay. Yeah, right. I might be alone. I've got no friends on this one. Informer by Snow. It was a great song in the early 1990s when GDP figures were this bad. Anyway, I'll move on. So the Treasurer isn't taking any blame, Sussan.
Okay, well, through my era.
He's shifting that elsewhere. It's rate rises. It's global factors. Your response to all of that?
Exactly. He's shifting blame everywhere. He's casting about, he's lashing around, he's pointing fingers. But, Pete, nothing escapes the cold, hard reality, which is that government spending is growing and the economy is shuddering to a halt. And all you need to do is look at international comparisons, which frequently the government likes to point to, but not this one, which is that the UK, New Zealand, Canada are all lowering their interest rates. And it looks like the US will as well. But ours are remaining sticky and high, and only bringing inflation down will bring prices down. I think fruit and vegetable prices have gone up 10% since the government came into power. That's just one component of what everyday Australians are feeling every single day as they go to their grocery checkout, as they look at their power bill, as they check their insurance increases, and there's just no relief in sight. Meanwhile, we have a Treasurer who has a PhD in politics, but not economics. So, Pete, where is the economic plan?
OK, let's get to trouble for the Libs this morning, Sussan. The New South Wales state branch, it's all at sea. Can a federal takeover save it?
It's a 10-month intervention, Pete. Others have described it differently, but as part of those discussions under Peter's excellent leadership on this, what we are doing is making sure that our New South Wales division is in the best fighting form that it needs to be, match fit for the next election. I think it was Paul Keating who said, where goes New South Wales, there goes Canberra. So this is something that the federal division has written to the New South Wales division. They've got until next Thursday to respond to the proposal. And our sole focus, my sole focus, Peter's focus is to make sure that we win seats. We've got outstanding candidates already on the ground in New South Wales, and we know that we have to move seats in order to change the government next time round.
You've got a federal election, though, that's...
We're doing this, and for millions of Australians.
Yeah, you've got a federal election that's less than 10 months away. So are you concerned at all about implications leading into that election?
I'm focused on one thing, and that is that we win seats in New South Wales,
but
and we win seats around the country.
Not worried
and we
about
want the New South Wales. We want the New South Wales division. We want the New South Wales division to be in the best possible position to do exactly that, to fight this campaign hard. And yesterday's conversations, which have been constructive, and as I said, a letter has been written to New South Wales. They'll respond by next Thursday. This is about cooperation. It's about a constructive relationship, and it's about supporting the millions of Liberal Party members in our state and across the country who want to see us do well. OK, I've got
to get this one in. Just a quick one to close on. There's a piece in the Nine newspapers this morning that says the Prime Minister made a captain's call over a census question on gender status because he didn't want it to be a thing. It became a thing, and he made a captain's call of a captain's call by reversing it, and it was then leaked. Your thoughts on trouble behind the scenes there?
3 members of the Prime Minister's cabinet independently calling journalists. This is quite extraordinary. This is a leak on a massive scale. These ministers, of course, are picking up the phone to journalists instead of doing their day job, which is to actually manage their portfolios in the interests of all Australians. But yes, it does show that things are not happy behind the scenes with the Prime Minister's cabinet. But I just want these ministers to focus on what they're supposed to be doing, not backgrounding journalists about what happens behind closed doors in what is supposed to be a confidential cabinet.
Okay.
So it doesn't make the Prime Minister look good at all.
Okay. Have you ever leaked, Sussan Lee?
No.
No? Okay. Just checking. Talk to you soon.
No, and Cabinet is a really important forum, and for 3 ministers to leak, it seems independently, I think is quite extraordinary. I mean, that to me says a lot, Pete.
All right. If you have 3 minutes today, Sussan Lee, check out Informer by Snow. You'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm stopping there.
You see, my era, Pete, my era was the punk rock of the 1980s. So I'll have to move forward.
We'll talk to you soon. Sussan Lee, thank you.